Hi everyone. So now I'm here on the third lesson. Basically, I'll change this to third. So basically, this is where we are going to set up our e-commerce project, and through this project, we will learn all the important concepts of Springboot. Okay. So let me show you. I'm documenting everything so that it is easy for you to revise the things. I'll just open it. So you can manually create this using the id as well, but I'm using this start.spring.io to create this project, right? Configuration of the project is as follows. Project will be Maven type, or built-in will be of Maven. Language Java, we are using latest stable version, we are going to use something like this, right? Then group artifact is basically your project name, so I'm giving this e-commerce backend as a project name. I'll just copy it. And then packaging jar Java version we are choosing as 17, right? And the one of the dependencies that we will be adding is the Spring Boot web starter dependency, right, for REST API support kind of stuff. And as we move ahead in the project, whatever we needed like data GP or security, we will be adding it, right? Okay. Now let's go back to the Spring initialize. From here, you need to select the things. So I've chosen as Maven Java version. I'm taking as 3.44. Okay. And then basically artifact, you can give the name as of your choice. We are choosing an e-commerce backend, right? And group name is same. Now demo package name will be this one, a description demo project for Spring Boot, right? That's all. Packaging we are choosing as jar because Java web archive. And if you want to choose the web archive, basically like if you want to upload the things on the web kind of stuff, then you have to choose the var. As of now, we are using the jar. Don't worry about it. We will explain in depth. Then we are choosing the Java version, and obviously we can create this generate button, and it will download the zip file. So I've already done this step. Now I'll just open it in my IntelliJ IDE. I'll show you that portion. Now there's a couple of files, pom.xml, that confirms the Maven project, and you will see the dependency and other stuffs here, right? Your project identification, you see there's this parent tag, you see. So we are going to explain pom.xml in a separate video because it's very important, and understanding is the first step for Spring Boot. So we'll be going depth around it, but just to show you. And then we have src folder where you get main and test, right? And then you see in the test you will find I think the test files. And in the main we have resources where you see properties file, application or properties. So for external configuration kind of stuff, we are going to use this. um, I'll show you as we move ahead in the project. And in Java, you see your main project file. So this is your main project file. I've just opened this, right? So this is starting point of our application. Basic stuff, I'll just click open. Let's see what happens, right? So basically it is to run, not to open. So I'll just click here to run this. Okay. Run e-commerce backend main. Okay. So you can see the build output. So basically through this we'll be doing the basic hello world program, right? And then we will jump onto the basics of Maven, basically some commands that we are going to use to run, build, and debug our project. After this, we'll go depth around the pom.xml because these are really important concepts for your interviews, for anything, right? Yes. Okay. So you can see this. Our project is running successfully. After it runs successfully, you'll see something like this. This banner you see, and then here basically, let me expand this for you. So you see here the Tomcat, right? Initialize automatically, Spring embedded this one, and it tells you the port number also 8080, right? So now project is successfully running. Basically, we can check on this port. So since we don't have anything right now, but I'll just show you, open you that port, and then will bring the hello world here. So currently you will see something like this. This application has no explicit mapping for error, so you are seeing this as a fallback, right? Meaning our project is running successfully. This confirms it, right? Shows like this. Now we will print here something on this screen, right? This is our hello world basically for this Springboot. So we will create now a basic API endpoint here. We'll check, right, how it works. So we'll try to print something on the screen. Now let me create a new package. We'll call it as a controller. So inside controller we'll have a class. Let's create a Java class. Let's suppose hello controller, right? Okay. So we have created this hello controller class. Now inside this class we'll create some basic method basically. Um, let's suppose public string say hello, right? Simply return hello from Springboot project, right? So we have done this. Now in order to we have to use annotation to make it a control class, so I'll just use uh, rest controller basically. Don't worry about these annotations, I will discuss these in very detail and will provide notes as well. So we have added rest controller and it is being imported from here. And in order to map this endpoint we need to use another mapping, that is basically get mapping. So get mapping, it will map with your API endpoint. Let's define the API endpoint, that is hello. Okay, that's all we have done. Now we'll try to hit this hello API endpoint from our local host. Okay, I've saved this, so let me run this. Okay, so it started basically. You can see the confirmation, tomcat का confirmation, right? Initialized with port 8080, right? Now let's go back to our port, refresh this. So we'll see some. Okay, this was expected one. Now this is our uh, localhost 8080. Now let's hit that hello API endpoint. That will basically start slash hello. Okay, now let's see hello from Spring Boot project. This is what we are seeing. So this is uh, um, basically hello world program for Spring Boot. So we are able to hit that API endpoint and you can see it is printing something on the screen. Okay, now don't worry about it. In the next video we are going to learn some command line tools regarding the Maven. It is very important. So there are Maven life cycle and some of the commands that will help you to build this project and run it, right? How this target is generated here basically. So all these discussions we'll be doing, right? You see, as soon as we run this project, so this target file gets generated, right? What is this and depth around this we'll discuss in the next video. I hope you have completed till this point. All the best.